Hey, it's Meg, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another altered book video because I know how much you guys love seeing these videos. So today I'm going to be doing another journal spread, just working in the pages that I've already prepped. So if you haven't seen any of the prep stages and how I got the book to this point, then I'll leave a link down below to the playlist where you can catch up with all of the altered book videos so far in the series. But I'm really enjoying working in this, and so today I wanted to do more of a collage-y spread because I know last time we did some painting, but I just thought I would really love to relax and just do some collaging. So this is the page that I have picked out to work with. So we already have something of a base with the prep that we did a few videos ago. So we've got some areas to work with. And what I have here that I want to work with is my good friend Rebecca sent me a surprise happy mail with loads of vintage papers and stamps and goodies. So this is what I wanted to work with, and I just wanted to show you guys, like, even alone, just the envelope, I think this will be great to use within a junk journal, maybe bound as a page or cut up, but I'm definitely gonna hold on to the envelope. And then we just have an absolute treasure of old stamps. So these ones have butterflies on them, and then also some old tickets, some old postcards, which is really interesting, and envelopes as well with old stamps on. This is like a bundle of paper, so this has all sorts of different vintage papers and different scraps. So I'm gonna use this in today's video. I'm thinking I'm going to use this paper here because it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to rip that out now actually. So with my collaging, I've done a video before where I've shown kind of my process behind it, but if you haven't seen it, what I like to do first is pick out some larger elements to work with and have them be my background layers. So I'm just going to go through these papers and just see which ones I might like to use, bearing in mind we already have some papers laid down, and I'm thinking I'm going to want to use some see-through paper because then I can push some of these elements back and not have them competing. And I'm also going to look to have some different textures and colours on the page. Let's go with that one, and then maybe one more, or we'll just have that for now. We'll go for this piece. We'll go for these couple of pieces at the back here as well. Okay, so I might not use all of these, but we'll just see how we go with these for now. So you can see here, these are all really neutral. And even if you use really bright colours, having a neutral base, whether you've picked all greens or all blues, really helps you to not have things clashing right at the beginning, because then we can add in the coloured elements or the elements that have different patterns and textures. So I'm just going to kind of work these in with what we've already got on the page and just see how I might like to lay these out. The nature of this is that some of the background page is going to be covered up, but I don't mind that too much. I think it's going to add to the effect, and I think this piece is quite see-through, so I'm just going to tear this to here. And I'm not being too precise at this stage, I'm just laying out where I might want my papers to be on the page. So I think that might look nice behind, and you can see some of that text will show through. Let's see. The mushroom is kind of nice, but I don't mind actually if we cover that up, because I feel like it's distracting slightly from the page. And I know I put this botanical image down, but I think I'm going to cover this up because I've got this illustration that I want to use on this page, and I'm not sure where I want to place it yet. So let's see, maybe behind. Yeah, so I'm not gluing anything down, I'm just adding them in for now. And then let's see, we've got, this is like vellum, so this can push back maybe some areas that are perhaps too dark. So we've got some text down here that's quite heavy. If I just lay that on top here, that can push that text back a bit. I really like the colour of this, but it's a little odd that it's talking about ravioli. Obviously because it's I'm assuming it's from like a recipe book. Maybe we'll turn it over just so we don't get the ravioli section of that. Let's see. Maybe we can push this here slightly. And then, so yeah, I'm just working around with different layouts. I tend to like fuss a lot with different things, see where I like want to put them. There's quite a few like brown paper elements on this one, so I just need to watch how many of those I'm putting on page. So we've kind of got one peeking out there, 2, 3, 4. I love this like translucent brown paper, that's really nice to go there. Or maybe I should put it on top, I'm not sure. No, I think I liked it underneath. Let's stick with it being underneath. And then I'm not sure what I want to do with this, so I think, yeah, I think we're gonna have it like this. So because this piece of paper, you can only see this much of it, what I'm gonna do is just tear it here and save that piece, and then pop this back so that we reduce the bulk and then also save some paper to use in another spread. I'm not too keen on this harsh edge. Maybe we should butt this up against here. Maybe we'll move this. You'll see I'm doing a lot of moving things around. It looks really fast when like I do like sped up footage and things, or even if you just see pages like on Instagram or whatever, it can look like it takes, you know, just 2 minutes, and sometimes it does, but if I'm like really fussing and I can't decide where I want things to go, then sometimes it takes a little bit longer. I just want to pull over some of the, because we've got a lot of like white paper here, so I want to sort of pull that across and have it over in this section as well. So there we go. So that tiny little bit of white there, we're kind of making that a little bit more cohesive. And I love this. Ooh, maybe that side's better. Ooh, I prefer this. Okay, this side's better. Let's go with this. Oh, I love that because you've got the watercolor, or it looks like watercolor like flower, but then you've got these like pencil markings in the background, really delicate. Let's just tear this because I'm assuming this is part of a bigger flower, but I don't really like it for this spread. So let's just tear that off. See, I quite like that as a journal spot, but I don't want to cover this too much. I love this though. Or maybe I love this more than this. No, I still like that. So I think I'm gonna commit to that part. I do really love that. So we'll stick with that for now. And I know I need to do the spine here because when I coffee dyed the book, it kind of all went a bit horrible in the center when like pages were sticking together a little bit. So I know I need to cover that as well. I like that, so I'm just going to leave that. And then I just need to decide how I want this side to be, because I love having this brown paper here. That looks really nice. And I love this paper here as well. And then this element to bring that across. And then I really want to put this, maybe I should just pop it here. Okay, let's glue this down and then see what we want to do after that.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. Oh, we let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through and through.
Okay, so now that I've got my larger elements glued down and I'm pretty happy with the layout and I'm loving the colours, the pops of like the delicate pinks and greens are really nice against the neutrals. So what I'm going to do now is work in some smaller elements that will be like foreground elements. So this could be like journal spots, or maybe I'll use some of the tickets. I love this postcard, but it's a little bit big to be including, I think. I'm just going to pick out some of these stamps that, although these butterflies are beautiful, they don't really go with the colour scheme, whereas a stamp like this with that really pale pink background, I think that's beautiful for a spread like this. And also the brown tickets maybe. Let's grab some of these. So anything that's not going to clash too much with my background elements. I'm just sort of looking at the colours that are on the page and, you know, bringing out the pink. I won't use all of these bits, I'm just laying them out just to see which ones might be nice to use. So for example, maybe that pink there, like a brown is nice. This is nice, but then the green, I don't really like against that. Another brown, pink, possibly that one, but the red is a little bit too much potentially. I love having this area, I think, as a journal spot. So what I might do is use some of these bits to overlap with the elements that we've got on the page at the moment, because this helps it to be more cohesive. See, I don't want to cover up too much of the like writing of this. That's why I'm kind of being cautious about how much of it I'm actually covering up. But I'll just lay them down for now and then we'll see. I don't have to commit to anything before I glue them down. I think that's a bit bright for this page. And I might even put this stamp just backwards, pop that one there. So you can see the kind of smaller elements now that I'm starting to bring into the page, just to bring my larger elements together. So quite like how that looks. This pink, I love it, but it's a little bit, it's like taking away from the page. I really want to use this stamp though, because I love the colours on it. Let's glue these little elements down. I hope it's useful for you to hear me talking out loud. I often feel like I'm rambling when I do videos like this, and I'm just like chatting away and deliberating over like, oh, will I put a stamp over here or over here? But hopefully it's helpful for you to hear, or, you know, maybe you're journaling as you're watching this video, so maybe it feels like we're journaling together, because I definitely watch videos like that as well, where I've just got my journal out, and then it's just like a little creative session that we're having together. So yeah, I'm just sort of chatting along through my process, and you can see that not everything like goes the way maybe I want it to, or things like I don't have a plan, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Pages kind of evolve as I'm like playing with the different pieces of paper and seeing what I want to do. This pink ticket, I do really like it, but actually maybe it should go over here. You can create like a cluster of these stamps. That's nice, isn't it? There we go. Yeah, see, just as I'm talking there and I'm putting it in different places. I was trying to force it up there, and that's why it wasn't going, because clearly the focus is over here, so let's put it at an angle slightly, and then let's add this stamp, and then maybe if we add something up this side here just to keep it all together. I love the old like numbers and things. They add some really nice detail to my pages. Go, just lay it up like so. I want to bring in some of these stickers. I know we've got flowers already on the page, but I have some like floral stickers, and then also these, I don't know if it's Mu or MU, like rub-ons, but I've got these ones that are like white, so they're really neutral. Potentially this might be quite nice just to add as an additional detail. So there's 2 sheets in here, so I'm just getting both out, so I've got the choice between which ones I would like to use. Put them there for now. So I just want to add some extra detail, and I thought if I use the white ones, they won't like detract from the pink that we've got going on, but I thought it might be quite nice to have sort of up here. So I'm just going to sort of hold these against here and see, leaning towards that one. So I think I might, just so I don't get it stuck on any of the page, I'm just going to cut this one out with my scissors. And then I think I might also want to use this just plain leaf one as well, because that's definitely not going to detract from what we've got going on, but it would be a nice like little bit of detail on the page. So I think maybe if we have this one like up here on the cream perhaps, and I can move it around and see where I would like it, or maybe there with the stamps. No, let's go up here, and then I've also got just the plain leaf. I'm not going to put them down for now, I just wanted to see how they look. And then I've got these stickers, so these are more like foliage and a few birds, and then these are the flowers. So I'm going to stick to the foliage so we don't detract again from the main flowers that we've got on the page. I'm just going to pull these out. They might not go with what is on the page, but I just wanted to just have a look and see whether any of these would be nice to use on this page. You can see here some of the greens might actually be a little bit too bright green and clash with what we've got going on the page, but I just wanted to see what they look like, and maybe we could even add them as an extra like border here for some journaling. I'm just going to look through these, just see, whoops, trying not to drop them, just see what we've got. That one's also quite nice. And the nice thing about these is that they are like washi stickers, so they'll blend in really nice, especially if the background is like a white or a cream. They'll blend in pretty seamlessly with I keep dropping them with the paper, so they'll blend in quite nicely. So I'm just going to drop a few when I see them that I think might be nice colours. Like I said, we won't use them all, but just to see if they might be nice. So I'll just pop them to the side. So I'm just going to grab the end of a pen just to rub these down, but you can get like nice little like fancy sticks to do this with as well. So there we go. Oh, and I love how that looks, especially against like the handwriting, because you can see that has come through as well. I really love that. And then let's add the little leaf embellishment just at the bottom here. Just rub that down with my pen and then gently lift it up to make sure I've put the whole sticker down. And I can can never get it up. There we go. And that looks really nice as well. And so I don't know if we need those actually, because that looks like really busy, I think, or like full. We've got quite a lot of delicate things going on. So I can't decide maybe if I want to even bring in some more of these rub-ons, because these look really nice on this page, and I'm conscious that there's also a lot going on this page and I want to get to adding like some text and some things to bring the page together. Tell you what, let's do this small one here, just so that it carries over from the other page as well. I feel like I'm constantly thinking about how the page can like come together. So I'm just gonna peel the backing off this one, and then I think it would be nice to just have it as overlapping slightly onto the paper here, and then again just rubbing this on. So that's quite nice. And then I am feeling like I should put something like this on, but I don't know if it's too much. Can't decide. I might just do it. Let's just put it on. I don't think it will be the end of the world if it's on. It's not like seamless, but it's not also like when you just get a white sticker and you can just see the outline. If you push this in, it's a lot less obvious. There we go. That's okay. Right, so I quite like that, and I love this little cluster that we've got going on. So I think now I want to start adding some text, or maybe some space to have some journaling. But first I want to bring over some washi tape and just add some of that. So this is a little washi tape holder. I can't remember where I got it, but I've just been using it recently to have my like most used washi tapes, and also a couple of new ones. So this grid washi tape is one that I'm loving a lot. It's just a very basic grey grid, but it's a really neutral washi tape, so it's lovely to go on lots of different pages just to add as a little bit of extra texture. And then also this really skinny black detail washi tape, and then I think maybe one of the pink ones, because we've got a lot of pink going on this page. So this star washi tape is it's by Jordan Clark, Stella, but I don't know if she makes these anymore, but it's one of my faves. So I'm trying not to use it too frequently because I don't think I can get it again, but also I really love using it. So I've just added that just as a little bit of pink. So I think I want to add some journal spots, and I can already see some, like, I don't have to add them. Like this area here would be great for some writing. So I think I'm going to leave that to be able to do some writing on. Could also use these lines as well here, but to be honest, I'm kind of viewing them as just like as if it was like a textured piece of paper in the same way that this is. I think it's just adding a nice like contrast and sort of breakup of the page. So yeah, that's a nice journal spot. You could even use like the negative space here, the space down here. So what I'm going to do is maybe bring in a couple of stamps and see how I can add some areas to journal. Okay, so I have a couple of stamps here that I got recently from Miso Paper, which is like one of my favourite online stationery shops. If you're in the UK and you haven't seen Miso Paper, it's quite dangerous because it's such a beautiful selection of all sorts of different like stationery and paper goodies. I absolutely love it. Not like sponsored or anything, I just absolutely love it. And I've done a haul actually a few months ago on my channel, unboxing some stuff that I got, but these stamps are beautiful. And I also got a little ink pad because I've been using my black one, and I just think that for the like junk journal feel, I really wanted to try like a brown ink. So I got a little brown ink, just a small one, just to see whether I liked it. So it's a VersaFine, which I've never actually used, but I've always heard people talking about VersaFine. So it's a VersaFine in vintage sepia, just a little one, and I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. So this is a like cherry blossom stamp, and I think I might want to add it just maybe here, just to add some extra detail, but I'm going to lightly put it on, let's see, maybe here. Oh, I didn't cleanly stamp that, but that's okay. There we go. Just to add some detail there, and then maybe off the page here. Oh, I love that. So that's stamped like a second stamp, like a ghost stamp. And I've just done that off the page. What I'm gonna do now is add a stamp that's like for the date and things. So it's like a little border. And again, I'm gonna come in with my new fave little brown ink pad. I don't know how I've managed to do so many journal pages without it, because I absolutely love this brown ink now, especially with my neutrals. I just think it looks really nice. Kind of want to go up here because then my journaling is going to be around here. I feel like this is the main page, and then this is kind of like the supporting act, if you will. Like this is the focus of the page, and then we've got our little supporting like backing dancer pieces here that are just complementing what we've got going on. So I'm just going to add this here, and I'm going to make sure I press down because I do actually want this to be a really nice clean, hopefully, stamp. There we go. I didn't catch the today because of the washi tape, and it's a little bit like faded in places, but actually that's probably a nice little vintagey look, so that's not too bad. So yeah, I really love how this looks. Got my like typewriter stamps on standby, so maybe we could do a quick quote, and again using this brown ink.
You look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different, still you stay cause you feel something real. Get so lost in my moments, doesn't mean I don't need you. I fell in love with your colors, they kinda tell me what I'm thinking. I fell in love with the way we are and the way we lose it. There's something different about us, and the reason why we stay. We fly around like paper planes, they never know where we will fall. Nobody can see us, still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are.
Okay, so that is everything for this spread. I think it just needs the writing as a finishing touch, and I love this little quote here as well, with my typewriter stamps and again that brown ink. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed seeing another one of these altered book journal with me sessions. I've really enjoyed doing this one, and I can't wait to do some more with you guys. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.